Hey everyone, John Lorden here with yet another update on the Hania Aguilar case. This case is moving very, very rapidly, and thanks to some amazing work in terms of law enforcement and the FBI, it looks like we have our man. This is a photo of Michael Rae McClellan, and he has been charged with the murder of Hania Aguilar. How exactly did that all come together? We're going to run through a few articles here. Investigators identified McClellan as a suspect after extracting DNA evidence found in the SUV that was abandoned and located days after Aguilar's kidnapping. McClellan's DNA was already in the system due to prior convictions. Yeah, we've got a person that has a bit of a lengthy history. McClellan's rap sheet goes back as far as 2000, when a court found the then 16-year-old guilty of misdemeanor assault on a child under the age of 12. Court documents do not show what kind of sentence he received in that case. I'm sure they were sealed because of his age. In March 2006, McClellan pled guilty to 3 counts of assault on a child younger than 12. He was sentenced to 5 months of community service. Obviously, this guy has a history of attacking children. It's one of the more disturbing things that I've seen in terms of my work here. A year later, in March 2007, a court convicted McClellan of assault with deadly weapon and first-degree burglary, for which he was sentenced to 10 years in prison. He was released on parole in February of 2016. McClellan was again back before a judge in February of 2017 on charges of felony breaking and entering and larceny. He was sentenced to 9 to 20 months in jail. Court documents show he was released June 2018. Just 4 months later, in October of this year, court documents show he was accused of attacking a woman outside her home in Fairmont and turned himself into police on November 13th. North Carolina state law requires felons to submit a DNA sample for entry into the state's offender database, and I'm pretty sure that's how they were able to get such a quick link between analyzing the DNA from the vehicle and then comparing it to that database to find the culprit in this case. Suspect accused of killing teen girl also charged with unsolved 2016 rape after DNA evidence links him to both cases. And this is an article from Crime Online written by Lee Egan. I've mentioned her several times on the channel before. I really appreciate the work and detail she puts into her articles. Robeson County District Attorney Johnson Britt confirmed that after receiving results from the FBI's laboratory at Quantico, authorities linked DNA evidence to McClellan for both cases. Britt also said he would definitely seek the death penalty against McClellan, but since he's scheduled to leave office later this month, the choice is up to his replacement, Matt Scott. According to WRAL, Scott said that although the case qualifies for the death penalty, he hasn't yet made up his mind. Quote, "This is a horrific set of facts," Scott said. "It has galvanized the community. It has galvanized law enforcement. It has galvanized our office." Very challenging situation, and here we have a picture of him in court for the first time. The man charged with kidnapping, raping, and murdering 13-year-old Lumberton girl Hania Aguilar made his first Robeson County court appearance Monday morning. Michael Rae McClellan, 34, is facing 10 felony charges in connection with Aguilar's death. Some members of Hania's family were in attendance for the suspect's appearance. They sobbed at the charges as the charges were read aloud. Just really heartbreaking to me. And there's this weird thing that kind of bothers me about him being in a bulletproof vest. I feel like, why protect? I mean, not that I want anything to happen to him in a courtroom. I think that'd be horrible. But why give him any feeling of protection in all this? This was a 13-year-old girl that he did these things to, and he has a history of attacking children. I don't know. Just strange to see him in a bulletproof vest in that picture. McClellan has been appointed an attorney. He is being held without bond in Hania's death. Of course, we know there's additional charges going on with the 2016 rape as well. He is due back in court on December 21st for the Hania case and on January 7th for the rape case. Now, the charges he's facing in terms of Hania specifically are first-degree murder, first-degree forcible rape, statutory rape of a person under 15 years of age or younger, first-degree sexual offense, statutory sex offense with a person 15 years or younger, first-degree kidnapping, felony larceny, felony restraint, abduction of child, concealment of a death. The FBI said more charges could be filed in the case, and nearly 1,000 people gathered for Aguilar's funeral this past weekend, which occurred just hours after the FBI announced McClellan's arrest. It's one of those strange things where I'm wondering how people are feeling about this. I think the community can breathe a sigh of relief, but now we have that question of how are family and friends really dealing with this news? Now there is kind of the face of the monster that is out there. Does that really help what they're going through? I don't know. I think in one way, just having what looks like the answer certainly does. But now a whole bunch of other questions about what terrible things happened to her. Could any of this have been avoided? There's a lot of lingering questions with this case. But I certainly hope that they hold these charges together. And between that and the other case that he's involved in now, and his history, I really hope they put a stiff sentence on this guy. And you know what? Wipe out the possibility of parole. Why did he get out early so that he could go and do these terrible things? I mean, his history pretty much shows that he offends as soon as he gets out. So why are we on this cycle with him? I don't know. It's very frustrating, especially when young people are being affected like this. So just wanted to give you guys the latest on that update. There will be another episode of Brainscratch Searchlight coming your way today. I hope to see you there.